Hey guys, welcome to the video where I take the latest Ashes of Creation update and I boil it down into the golden nuggets that you care about. In this update, they talk a lot about mounts and the different customizations and features of mounts, and mounts being one of the main things that I'm interested in has gotten me really excited for this video. As always, I hope you guys like this content. Feel free to subscribe, like the video so that the YouTube algorithm can go out and find other people. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Hello everyone! Welcome to another 4K video development update of Ashes of Creation. Just wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about the progress and development of the
shield
preview for the Alpha 1 that's coming at the end of this year. I am joined by our amazing lead game designer, Jeffrey Bard, our resident Bard.
Hi everybody, hope everybody's doing really well. We're excited to show you some cool things today.
Yay! And then we also have Luperza, our community marketing lead, Margaret Crone.
Hi, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about turtles, so you know.
I like your little staff. It's like a little tiny baby staff.
I know, it matches your outfit though.
Dwarf staff. It's like a dwarf staff, yeah. We also have Violet Light, our social marketing or social media manager. I'm so sorry. Social media.
I don't know if I like that
Hello,
the staff is like hovering. I want it in the ground. It's awkward that it's just like holding it there, hovering back and forth.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. And our senior community manager, Lieutenant Toast, or in this case, just Toast.
Just
No-
toast.
No tiny toast today.
No tiny toast, no mini
No
toast.
prefix, no suffix.
I know. That's so sad.
Simple,
Sometimes it's really
plain
delicious though.
toast.
This is true. So guys out there, guys and gals, we have been testing a lot over the past, gosh, when was the last time we did that 4K video? It was like in July, I think, right?
As well, yeah.
Middle of July or something.
Man,
June, I don't know.
the animation is looking really good. I still feel like it's a little bare for some reason. Maybe it's the lighting or...
Testers. Just this last weekend, we had a little over 440 testers helping us on Saturday and Sunday, and actually today, Tuesday.
Or maybe just this angle.
A lot of people in, squashing bugs, finding bugs, performance testing, pretty much getting as much as possible ready and tested. And we're going to continue to keep testing and getting the Alpha 1 ready for all of you guys to, those of you who are participating in Alpha 1, for those of you to get in and help us.
Oh man,
find
I want to
things
participate.
to iterate upon and test all the great things for Alpha 1. We're pretty excited about that. Aren't we, Jeff?
Intrepid, listen to me. You need to send me a key. I want to be in this game and I want to make videos for you guys. Send it to me.
I can't explain
Please.
exactly how excited I am. It's one of those things where, you know, stuff goes live and kind of everything kind of breaks loose and it's fun and exciting and it's like riding a horse. It's great.
Absolutely.
I think for me, it's been really exciting to actually get to play with groups because I hopped in and I played with a couple of different groups.
And
we had
they're
a
all
lot of fun,
hovering
so
slightly above the ground
yeah.
too.
It's nice to hang out with our community. We have such awesome people and
You really do.
super nice.
Yeah, we do have
They've been so patient with us.
an amazing community. Every time, you know, I have an opportunity to interact with you guys out there in the community, I'm reminded yet again why we are doing this, and really what our motivation is to bring you guys an awesome game, something that you guys can be proud of and we can be proud of too. So we appreciate your support. We appreciate your guys tuning in to our monthly live streams and you know, jumping on our social media, interacting with our amazing community team, Danielle, Sarah, and Margaret. You know, it's a great pleasure to see you guys involved in the conversation. And
all right, let's see some mounts, dude. Show us the mounts.
Means a lot to our team as we go through that stuff. But what I'd love to do today is talk a little bit about mounts.
Yay! Is this where I get to finally ride my turtles?
Oh, should we ride turtles? So, okay, well, before we get into some turtles,
The suspense.
let us discuss a little bit. Actually, let me turn my UI on. By the way, our standard disclaimer, UI is placeholder. A lot of things need polish. So keep that in mind. There's really been no polish, and the UI is placeholder, and you might see bugs. So yes, but might. But getting a little bit into mounts. So just to kind of inform you guys who are unaware, we have a few types of mounts. We have flying mounts that are kind of restricted to royalty status individuals. Those are mayors and kings and queens of castles and legendary.
I like that the flying mounts are restricted. I don't know. Every MMO RPG I've played, the mounts have been flying, and I feel like I have zero interaction until I like go down and land and do a quest or like fight mobs. And so I like that there isn't flying mounts. Maybe like once in a while so that they're really cool. And I like that the flying mounts have actual gameplay advantages, like during combat, the flying mounts can like shoot fire and stuff to like burn up enemies. I don't know. I think that that's cool, and I think that it's cool that it's restricted. So the like one time that you do get it, you just feel so bad, eh?
And legendary rare drops from legendary bosses. Those are the mounts that are capable of flying. You may only ever see 10 to 20 or so on a server at any given time. And then we also have our land mounts, and land mounts come in 3 specific tiers, and each tier kind of has additional benefits. Those mounts have abilities, and they have skills that kind of get leveled up with the mount. And
skills with the mount?
Potentially glide. They can do cool roll effects. They can just kind of do a whole interesting amount of things, and that's really tied to our animal husbandry
interesting
system.
Amount of
so
things.
Players will have an opportunity to breed specific types of mounts and stats and skills and all that kind of stuff. You have a really unique twist on what's available there. But additionally, outside of the land mounts,
Dude, that is awesome. So different mounts have different abilities. And it sounds like most of them interact with the terrain, right? And you can breed different mounts together to mix and match abilities to the ones you want. That is sweet.
And the flying mounts, we also have water mounts. And I love water mounts. Don't you guys love water mounts?
I really do. It's really
water mounts.
Yeah, if they're done right.
I've never been a huge fan of water mounts because you can only use them in water, and I feel like I'm rarely needing to go through water.
That makes it hard to like swim, but I like ours.
Absolutely. So why don't we do a little demonstration of some tide snappers?
Maybe if the mount could like go from land to water, it'd be better.
What is a tide? Oh, there we go. We got a tide snapper.
That.
Here it comes.
Oh my gosh, we have multiple tide snappers. I'm just going to kind of walk next to you guys. So as you can see, the tide snappers, the tide snappers are relatively slow unless they are fully submerged within water. And as you can see, they're not really in the water quite yet. Oh, there's a little spurt of water. Oh, another little spurt of water.
Yeah, they're way faster in water.
I love
It's
the
cool,
foam
refreshing
right
water.
here. It's this wave of foam lapping up on the beach. It's so beautiful.
Oh, there's a coastal crawler.
Dude, these mounts are awesome. I want to see like some close-up details.
It's super slow on land, but once you get into the water submerged on an aquatic mount, you actually pick up some speed. Wait for, oh, I'm walking. I'm still walking. I was like, why am I not going
There we
fast?
go.
There we go. Yay, and you can go under the water.
Oh, dude, this is the first time we've seen underwater stuff.
I feel like a turtle or a mermaid.
I feel like it's really blurry.
I'm definitely going to drown. I know.
Yeah, don't drown.
Maybe that's his live stream? No, because his UI was still sharp.
The barrel roll.
The barrel roll?
Yeah.
Oh, don't look at that. All right, don't do a barrel roll. Ready? Hey!
That's cool.
Hey, that was good.
I wonder why it was like a little blurry under the water.
Some of the great things about the aquatic mounts is there's a lot of sea content planned in Ashes of Creation.
Dude,
and that sea
that's gonna
content
be
will
fun.
include ships of different classes. It'll include raid bosses and treasures and underwater dungeons. And all of these things will be made much more accessible if you are atop an aquatic mount like this amazing Tide Snapper.
That's cool.
What are some...
So,
so go ahead.
I know a lot of people have questions like, will aquatic mounts be able to go as far as like big ships can go and things like that?
So yes, aquatic mounts will be able to fully traverse the naval areas in the water areas in Ashes.
That's awesome. I'm excited for like naval combat and stuff.
So
Just
an
sailing out and
executive
finding
score
your own
could
little
choose to
island.
traverse on his Tide Snapper alone.
Correct. As a matter of fact, there are going to be cool and fun things that you can do out solo in the waters as a adventurer atop an aquatic mount.
I feel like on land, the Tide Snapper should like dig a hole and then bury an egg.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, this mount is
Now,
awesome,
this guy
dude.
doesn't really like water.
With the freaking galaxies in the
Matter of
shells.
fact,
But he's a turtle.
he is a turtle, but he's actually a tortoise, a land
Yeah,
tortoise.
turtles versus tortoises.
Yeah, he's a galactic tortoise. So he likes space.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, as you can see, inside of his shell, there is some spatial areas, and as you kind of move him around, that space changes a little bit. It's kind of cool. But if you get him close to water, he really doesn't.
Okay, there's a huge difference between the level of quality to this turtle mount and the I forgot what they called it, the swimming turtle mount. The animations and detail on this one is so much more refined and apparent than the other one. I don't know, maybe they're still working on the animations and stylings for the other one, but who would ever want to ride the other one when you could ride this one? I guess the only thing for speed, but like really you ride these because they're freaking cool looking, right? And yeah, I don't know. They need to rework the other one to match this level.
Like that, so.
And the problem is that this
kind of
level was
escapes
a
in the
paid
shell, and you're like, "Where are you,
option,
friend?"
and I really hope that they make the in-game mounts as good as the
That's gotta be one of my favorites.
like cosmetic
It's
purchases.
so cute. Danny,
I'd be sad if
Jinx.
they're not.
Yeah, I like him. Oh, I like the Swiftclaw too.
Yeah, we've really got to give props to our animators because all of our mounts are so full of character.
Oh, absolutely. And to demonstrate kind of the difference, so you see, as a land mount, he's relatively fast on land. But if you take him into the water, he slows down. And he's like, but I must swim. I don't want to swim.
Yeah, the animation, even this
Yeah, he
guy
does look cool. As a
swimming,
matter of fact, if you
this
take him
animation is
underwater-
so much better than the other animation.
There we go.
Glowing.
So many.
He sounds like he can't breathe though.
No, he has
Uh,
Poor
asthma.
raptor back there.
And I'm not sure that I like the water filter where everything
so
Look at the
is
raptor.
hard to see
But look
underwater.
at it swimming, it's so cute.
Maybe it's because I'm used to it being
look
clear,
bad.
because it's a video game. Maybe they're going for more
let me
realistic.
check on a raptor,
Run out
too.
of breath.
What are some of the games you guys have played that have had awesome mounts and aquatic mounts?
For me, not so much the mounts, but when I'm playing WoW and I'm playing my druid, I really love my seal form. Just being able to run at full speed, jump in that water, and
Yeah,
also
that
move at
animation
full
is
speed
awesome.
just great.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
feeling.
It's just cool to change form yourself too. It's really neat.
Without stopping, like that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, like it automatically does it. It's neat.
What about you guys?
For me, it's less of mounts and stuff, but I don't know if you guys have played Sea of Thieves, but I really like their like water combat and the way that their ships work. and
The
stuff
little
like that.
lizard.
The ocean
Yeah, I
definitely
think-
feels like a terrifying place in that game. The sense of danger that comes along with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sea of Thieves
Yeah, I think
is
they've done a great job.
I think they've
modeling
mastered
that,
sort of like
real authentic
multiplayer
ocean
water
experience.
combat.
Yeah, my experience in MMOs with underwater combat and things of that sort have not been the greatest.
Agreed.
Underwater
Yeah.
combat is never great. It feels like I think there's a couple.
He
games that
doesn't
done it
want us to
okay,
see the
but I still think it's one of those things you've got to really pay attention to and nail.
The
and
edge
spend
of
a
the
lot
map.
Time with. Because otherwise, if you just phone it in, it just feels bad, man.
Yeah, I agree. There's been a lot of, in my opinion, attempts at water combat and or water content that hasn't felt very good traditionally in MMORPGs. But
Yeah, this
I will
animation,
give credit where credit.
this animation right here, when it's against a darker surface, I don't like this. I don't know, it seems off to me. Like, I feel like this should be darker than this, right? Like, this little white ripple should be darker than this white ripple. But,
It is due.
I don't know.
Arcade, I felt, did have a
So I feel
really
like they gotta
fun,
work the underwater graphics a little bit more.
naval content, both from a raid boss perspective as well as the interaction of those ships.
Yeah, those ships were a lot of fun.
Yeah, the ships were a lot of fun for sure. Let me see. I think I have another. Oh, I wonder what the bear looks like in the water.
The brew bear.
I like
guess
want to
he's on
sync.
seawater in his barrel.
I want to sync all the
looking for
character
one
models
over
down a little bit
Like,
so
I
that
think
there's
we're all
not such a
together,
big
but we're
gap
not with you.
Yeah, we're all
Oh,
between
yeah.
them and the
Without you.
ground.
You
What
didn't go.
happened? Where did you go?
I was dancing around thinking.
Oh,
that
I
you were
think I see
recording
him
me.
over here. You guys, over this way.
I just caught a fish. I'm guessing it's going to be a red snapper. We'll see. I could feed it to a tortoise that's approaching.
Yes, my tortoise is hungry.
Do I have a bear?
You can get a bear.
Well, let's
Yeah.
try the Daystrider first. So this is a mule. Mules have some cargo capacity. First of all, the mule is very excited. The Daystrider is very... Oh, look at its eyelashes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Hey girl,
gotta
what
keep
kind
all
of
those-
mascara you using?
Yeah, but she's
all
super
natural.
excited to get in the water. Yay.
Oh my gosh, I just see now what you're saying, like at a certain angle. Those eyelashes are massive.
Yeah, those eyelashes are huge. Let's see
Gotta
what she
keep all the
looks like.
bugs out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, question.
she's super
I know
tall.
that someone had asked this before, which was, will different mounts have different speeds?
Ooh, good
yes.
Like,
question.
because this is like a pack mule, will it have a different speed and be slower?
So mounts traditionally will have stat groups and or speeds associated with their first baseline stat and then augmented based on their rarity from a drop status or from the profession of animal husbandry that players have available to them.
What kind of things will they be able to control in regards to animal husbandry and creating those mounts?
So outside of the visual differences that are going to be available, they will also have an impact on the health, the types of skills, the speed that's available, the damage mitigation. They'll have influence over, I think that's primarily the main stat groups. I guess, from a combat perspective, they'll also have influence over the traditional stat groups. So like their combat effectiveness, accuracies, the level of damage that the skills can do, that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can find the bear. Hold on.
Oh yeah, because your mounts can follow you
I'll
around
just
in
be here
combat.
fishing.
You should have a.
Wait, so that sort of like blew my mind a little bit. So the animal husbandry, you can change the way the mount looks a little bit. I'm assuming there's going to be like hues of colors and stuff you can put on it, maybe different saddlebags or something like that. Some mounts have a carrying capacity. I wonder how that works. Like, could you ride around on a super fast mount to different nodes and then hop out, go to your mule mount, and then fill those bags up and then just like backpack your mule mount? Or is there some sort of like restriction on that? Because it sounds like your backpack should just be filled with mule mounts. I don't know how that's going to work.
You should have a bear poke.
Do I have a bear poke? I think I have a bear. Hold on. I have tortoise. I have tide snappers. Oh, brew bear.
This bear
Got
is
him.
pretty awesome.
Got him. Let's take him out. Oh. And he's swimming. Oh, he swims funny. He's like stretching. It's like, what do I do? Let's take him underwater.
Aw.
Oh, that's great. I like his little swims.
Oh, that's so
It's like
cute.
he's trying to
Yeah,
climb through
that
the
is cute.
water.
I'm like, what do I do?
I need to get my beer.
He's like, let me out of here.
Yeah, my rum is getting tainted by the salt water.
Oh, it's kind of prancy. I like it.
Let's try one more. I think I have, I think there's a... Let me see here.
Do you have our little otter boy?
Huh.
Which one?
These mounts are looking freaking awesome,
yeah,
though.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker? I was on the tiebreaker, I thought.
As a tide snapper.
Yeah, Tide Snapper. Tidebreaker is the like otter.
Also,
one.
this golden scale armor,
It's in here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in this build.
like the little sash on the back, and then his helmet.
I can try to
It looks good.
Hold on.
I feel nervous now.
It's gonna be like some monstrosity that spawns.
Have we tested this before?
Oh, I don't know if we have.
Oh,
Weird.
dude, look at
Yeah,
that
I think
dragon.
we're gonna- Oh yeah, go around the corner.
Just gonna hide. If
So,
we see,
show
a
us the
giant
dragon.
Snapper from behind the cliff.
All right,
Ooh,
I'm going to.
dragon.
I'm going to attempt to
I'm
summon.
trying to make
the
my dragon
tiebreaker.
swim.
Does it swim? Oh my gosh, it does
I'm
swim.
gonna
The
Oh
dragon
my
does swim.
gosh.
Oh,
Kind of
look at it.
swimming.
I want a dragon so bad.
Look at it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yes.
pretty.
Swim with it. Swim.
That's freaking cool,
The wings
dude.
are a little weird. I don't think they're done yet, but
Yeah, the wings do look a little weird, but
Yeah, that's pretty
our
cool.
animation team's probably like, "Oh my gosh, they're showing."
I
us
know.
They're showing
I
us
know.
that's so cool. Yeah,
In
this is
regards
all
to
unpolished and
mounts,
unfinished,
flying
but
mounts, are you expecting them to be able to swim at the same pace as like other creatures in the water?
So no, so aquatic creatures in the water will have the absolute best speed and performance and water-specific skills.
naturally.
Over here.
Yeah, we're creeping on him. It's like he's got to go pee, so he's like hiding behind the rock.
Hang on.
I have a Tide Snapper and I have Tide Snapper. I tried to give myself the Tide Breaker, and that did not happen.
That's okay.
Yeah, so that's not available.
I woke up
There's a
and
lot-
this
I
is
mean,
the
just
first
to-
thing that I come
give
to.
you, yeah, go for
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I've been wanting to watch this video for the longest time.
There's I mean, guys, just to give you again an idea.
Fishing, guys.
Ashes has a lot of obviously complex systems, but they're all intended to provide the players interaction points, basically agency over, you know, how your world exists around you, and that includes the types of animals that you can have as pets and or mounts through the profession of animal husbandry and the acquisition of these things. And they're diverse. They're not just, you know, monolithic mounts. There are specific mounts for specific areas, like the aquatic mounts or the land mounts or the flying and gliding mounts. These are all obviously very important. Oh my God. Did you just dive into the water with a griffin?
I think she did.
I did.
Oh.
Hey
my
Toast,
God.
have you seen any like other questions about mounts specifically that you think maybe Steven could answer or
Oh,
Jeff could?
yeah.
I'll have to think about that one. I
Okay.
think the one that you asked earlier about the different speeds was a big one.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that asked a few times.
Let me
And then
see,
of course, people want more details on the abilities and how they can modify them through animal husbandry.
yeah,
But I don't know if
absolutely.
we're ready to go into all the details on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be kind of developed on that side before we can give like super great answers on that.
And tested, absolutely.
Ooh, what about mounts that can have multiple people on them?
The group mounts, absolutely. So that was a part of our, I think a part of our Kickstarter stretch
This-
goals was the group mount.
This dragon is
And the
freaking
cool
awesome,
thing
man.
about the group mounts
I love
is,
this
they're
dragon.
going to have
I don't know if I
specific
like
functionality
the
that
skin
relates to
in
multiple
between its
people,
shoulders when it's flying.
and
Looks like
they're
it's
also going to
ripping and then
provide, pretty
contracting.
cool benefits, I think, that will make
I feel
them
like
stand
that
out,
is a little
from
weird. A
traditional
little bit of like
single-player mounts.
stretching there. I don't know if
And
I
the
like
kind of
that.
functions that the writers have
But
available to them
besides
while
that,
they're
the mount
writing
looks
based
sweet.
off of certain skills. So like normal mounts, single player mounts will have specific skills that you level up that pertain to you as the writer, whereas the
Okay.
group mounts will have specific skills that can only be utilized by characters who are currently in the seat of a passenger position. So there'll be unique passenger positions that have correlating skills.
Like what skills? Share us the skills.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I'm swimming on this guy too. He's just like,
Like what skills are we talking about?
feed me.
Now I want to like create a serpent, like a big serpent creature.
Like a water serpent?
Yeah, like a big water
Ooh.
serpent.
A Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan.
That was funny,
Yes.
Jeff. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. You guys have anything else you want to chat about with the mounts and whatnot?
I guess we do get a lot of questions in regards to like cosmetics and how people can apply those to different mounts and like which ones apply to which.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys know, we do absolutely zero pay to win whatsoever, and we'll never have pay to win in Ashes of Creation. However, with that being said, when you have a cosmetic skin that applies to certain mounts, you must achieve that base mount first in the game. So we're not actually, selling power or anything like that, or you're not
Which won't be hard. I mean, you'll just buy it.
essentially these cosmetics to replace the in-game achievement. Now,
Yeah, you're just gonna go buy the mount.
Cosmetics
like with gold.
themselves will be applied to specific types of mounts. Remember, there's 3 tiers of land mounts, there's aquatic mounts, and cosmetics will apply based off of those tiers. So if it's a flying base kind of cosmetic that's capable of being on a gliding mount, you can apply that flying skin to that tier 2 mount. If it's kind of a horse related one here, let me see if I have another horse one. Oh, here we go. So we have this horse. This could be applied to tier 1 mounts, which you can get pretty early on in the game. Let me see if I have a
What can be applied to him? The
I
armor?
have a midnight mare. Do
I hope so.
I do. There we go.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, I
Toast
see.
has one too.
I do.
LaPerza, where's yours?
I didn't buy one.
Unbelievable.
Not buying
know.
every mount in the shop, rookie.
So
Well, what
all
would
the
I need
horse
other than
mounts
my
are the same.
pearl?
You need
And then
every mount.
you
Come on.
can
Be a
like
true
buy or
collector.
have different skins for them. I don't know how I feel about
But
that.
yeah, so we just wanted to jump in, guys, give you another
I-
little
I was kinda
development
hoping those
update,
differences would
showcase
be
some of
in the animal
aquatic
husbandry.
mounts and the mounts in general, and let you know that we are hard at work in continuing development towards Alpha 1, and we're excited to get you guys in. So, with that being said, we will see you back on the stream, and hope you guys are having an awesome end of your September.
Okay, dude.
Oh, we're
I
in
can't
fall, by the
believe
way.
it's
We're in
the
fall.
end of September already.
I know.
Yeah. It's not.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Have an awesome
The-
day. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.
Like in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, bye and hello.
Yeah, that's really cool. I forgot that there's seasons in the game.
All right. With that, we hope that you enjoyed a little bit of content about mounts. I know we preempted that it was going to be about mounts, so hopefully people were prepared for that. But there was some conversation. I hope that we answered quite a few questions that you guys had throughout the stream in regards to the mounts specifically. And like I said, this is going to be a long stream. We got a lot more content to show you all. But in regards to the underwater viewing, people were having questions about underwater visibility and what that's going to look like.
There we are.
I'll have
Yes.
a further question after that.
Yeah, so absolutely. So there's a few things to know about the underwater visibility. Obviously, this is a very first pass approach on the ocean, both shader and the post-processing effects that occur when your camera moves under that shader. There are volumes that exist, and the post-processing is essentially adding like a distance fog, out in the water. It's adding a little bit of a blur effect. Those things are going to be revised and perfected as we move forward, just like all the art, as you've seen, over the past couple of years in progress
Okay.
we've shown. They'll get much, much better. So
Okay.
this is kind of the first stab at it. Brian Gans and Tristan Snodgrass, they did a great job with the initial implementation of this water shader and the ocean shader itself, but it'll have a lot more work done to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then the
cool.
next question is obviously, will there be an underwater combat or mounted combat? And I think we've kind of answered some of this question before, but I know
yeah.
there's a lot of new people in the community,
hear what
so
he
if
has
you
to
don't
say.
mind reiterating.
Absolutely, yeah. So there is underwater combat. There is naval combat with regards to ships. This is obviously a very important part of the the ocean content that's out there. There's raid bosses, there's dungeons, there's
caravans,
exactly, trade ships essentially as you move goods throughout the world. All of this stuff is going to have not just a player versus environment type combat setting, but also player versus player. So it's important that it feels good and fluid. Obviously, a lot of MMOs have tried to get combat right in underwater environments, and as many of us as MMO players know, not a lot have hit the mark. So it's a tall order, one that we're going to be spending a lot of time on trying to get right, to feel good.
Yeah, he's right about that. It's a lot to bite off and chew.
And hopefully we come up with something that's going to feel pretty good.
And just to reiterate, I know a lot of people in chat were saying they really enjoyed Guild Wars 2 and ArcAge. I saw some EverQuest folks in there as well. I know Jeff and I have worked on the EverQuest franchise before. I think it's just very interesting to see like what other people think and like what you guys like too. So if we were watching the chat, we enjoy hearing it. And of course, you can always join us over on our forums, over on ashesofcreation.com/forums. So you can, so you can go check it out over there and give us your feedback. We always love reading that. Toast does a great job of putting together reports. So thank you.
Go check out the forums,
the
guys.
next question I have here is also if people will be able to craft/make items that allow them to see better underwater.
Probably not see better underwater. You will obviously have items that you can create, craft, and or that drop that will improve mobility in water, potentially speed in water. There could be buffs for underwater breath. There, a lot of mechanics there, but I don't know that we'll probably touch the visibility component of it.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, the blurriness you saw is just a factor of kind of where do we want to go with it. We're still playing with it. We're trying to figure it out. But I think that visibility is going to be a thing that we want people to have like an even Steven kind of experience with, right? That people aren't necessarily going to be able to see farther than other people based on what their equipment is.
What am I most excited for when it comes to Ashes of Creation? I'm really looking forward to this game because I feel like these devs understand that MMORPGs have just sucked lately, right? Like, I don't know, they're all about the grind, they're all about RNG, and they're less about community, and they're less about immersion. And so I'm really excited for this game because I feel like the emphases of this game are immersion and community. And I feel like the developers are really working hard to make the game actually fun to play. So yeah, I'm really liking the mounts. I like how broad the customizations are. I didn't know that they had abilities or special perks they gave you. That's really cool. I didn't realize that some mounts have carrying capacity to them. I know that mounts can follow you around even if you're not mounted to them, so that's pretty cool. Some mounts they kept using mounts and pets and interchangeably. I need to learn more about that. Like, are they different, or can you have a mount and a pet? But they talked about the combat bonuses that they give you, like they can actually attack with you, so that's pretty cool. Overall, I'm really excited for the mount system.